I heard people say, oh, life is a journey where you find yourself. No, you don't. But I think you buy yourself. Maybe not always with money, but I don't think you can really be yourself unless you pay for it somehow. You can't fully be yourself when you're still fighting to survive, when you don't really feel safe, whether it's emotionally or financially. You kind of have to perform, act, put masks on, adopt roles that don't really fully represent who you are. You end up in survival mode, whether you want it or not. You delay what you really want. You do things you don't really believe in. And you suffer in silence, just to stay employable or to guarantee opportunities. You think you're being strategic, and maybe you truly are. But at the end of the day, that's still survival. For some people, even any moment that's not spent in being productive is like a waste. They feel guilty about it. So they don't really have the chance to just be useless for some time. Their entire self, their entire identity is tied to competence, control, authority, rules, and to be themselves they have to risk being foolish or at least inefficient, which they can't really afford right now. They haven't earned that freedom, so their self is still locked. And same thing in relationships, whether with co-workers, acquaintances, bosses. You just minimize your problems. You mirror people's energies in order to fit in. And instead of showing your true mood, you edit yourself basically to seem professional, and you pretend to be okay with things you're not okay with, just to keep the peace. And even in creativity, you don't really make the work that you truly want to make. You make what you think is shareable or acceptable, and you censor everything that seems weird about you, and you lose your originality with that. Not because you like ideas, but because you think freedom is not earned, is not given, it's earned. And you're not wrong. The world teaches us at an early age that being too real comes at a cost. So we adapt. And we don't even notice those roles forming. And over time, we reach the point where we might even confuse those masks we put on as our own identity. And I'm not judging anyone by saying this. I've probably done most of these things, so I'm just saying that life shouldn't be like that. Maybe a portion of it, up until you can afford that luxury. But at the end of the day, it's a tax. That kind of life is a tax on your sanity, on your fulfillment in life, on your mental health. And I think that this kind of life is the real reason for burning out. It's not overworking, it's overperforming. And that's because you're not really living. You're just auditioning for the permission to exist.